Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to our YouTube channel. We are currently in week 13. For those of you who haven't tuned in before, my name is Marguerite and I work on the Macmillan Move More physical activity service across Wandsworth. The Move More service is a physical activity service working with people living with and beyond cancer to get more active. So if you did want some more information about the service or some one-on-one physical activity support, our contact details below in the description, so please do get in touch. Today I'm going to take you through a moderate intensity exercise class. So for this class you will need 2 weights to add into the strength-based section of the class. So I'm using 2 tins of food. You can also use 2 bottles of water, cartons of milk, bags of rice, whatever you can get your hands on. Of course, all the exercises can also be done without any weights. I also advise that you have some water nearby, just to make sure that you keep hydrated throughout the class. As always with any class, please remember to go at your own pace and only do what you can. Skip any exercises that you don't feel comfortable with performing. If you need to stop, have a break, sit down, grab a drink, please do so. Return back to the class once you are feeling ready and up to it. If you are feeling sick at any point throughout the class, if you're feeling sick now before the class starts, please refrain from taking part in the class and only do it once you are feeling ready and up to it. As I said, if you're unsure of any of the exercises are safe for you to perform, our contact details are below, so please do get in touch and we can offer some support and advice. So the layout for this class is similar to the past few weeks we've been doing. We're going to start with a warm-up just to slowly waken up our joints, get our body nice and warm, ready for exercise. Then we'll go through to a cardio component. So today we've got 7 exercises. We'll do each exercise for a minute, have a break for about a minute, and then repeat all that once more. And then we're going to the strength component, where I've got 5 exercises. We'll go through and do 12 repetitions of each exercise. We'll have a small break, and then we'll repeat all those exercises once more. And then we'll finish with some stretches to cool down. So if you're ready, we are going to start with our warm-up. So we're going to stand with our feet about shoulder width apart, hands just hanging loosely down at our sides. We're just going to start by taking a few deep breaths in and out. Deep breath in and out. Deep breath in and out. One more deep breath in and out. Alrighty, we'll start at our neck and work our way down our body, just waking up our joints. So with our neck, we're just going to turn gently to the right and then to the left. To the right and then to the left. Just a nice gentle movement. Just slowly waking ourselves up. All right, once more. Perfect, and now we're looking up towards the ceiling and then down towards the floor. Again, just a nice gentle movement. Try not to strain the neck too much. All right, once more. All right, now we're going to go in a clockwise direction, nice big circle. Trying to keep the rest of your body as still as possible. Just focusing on doing a nice big circle with the neck. All right, just a few more in this direction. All right, and changing directions. We're going anti-clockwise now. Again, trying to keep the rest of the body as still as possible. Just focusing on moving that neck, gently waking it up. All right, once more. All right, perfect. We'll move down to our shoulders. We'll start with some shoulder shrugs. So just shrugging your shoulders up towards your ears and then slowly back down. Just raising them as high as you can. All right, just a few more of this. All right, once more. Perfect. Sticking with our shoulders, we're going to bring our arm over one at a time, as if we're doing some freestyle. Just nice big movement with our arms. Just slowly waking up our shoulders. Up and over in a forwards motion. Perfect. All right, just a few more going forwards. We're going to change to backwards in just a moment. All right, in 3, 2, 1. All right, going backwards. Again, just up and over, just a nice big movement if you can. All right, we'll just do a few more of this, and then we're going to move down to our wrists. Alrighty, last one. Perfect. Now stretch your arms out straight in front, and we're going to do some wrist circles going outwards. So both wrists going outwards in a big circular movement. Trying to keep the rest of your arms still if you can. All right, and changing directions, bringing them both inwards. Again, trying to keep your arm as still as possible. Alrighty. Now we'll do our abdominals. So one arm on top of the other, just out in front of you, and we're going to slowly twist to the right and then twist to the left. Again, just a nice gentle twist. All right, just one more on each side. Perfect. All right, now we'll do some side bends. So right hand straight up above, left hand hanging to the side, and we're just going to bend to the left and then straighten. Just a few more to this side. All right, perfect. Left arm straight up above, right hand hanging to our side, leaning to the right, and then straightening back up. All right, once more. Perfect. All right, the next one, you might need a chair to hold on for this one. We're going to open up our hips. So we're going to stand with our feet slightly apart. We're going to start with our right leg, so lifting our right leg up. We're going to imagine we're stepping over something, tapping it down on the other side, picking our leg up and stepping back over. So just do a few on each side. That left leg stays still. We're just lifting up our right, stepping over, stepping down, lifting back up and stepping back over. Twice more on this leg. Remember to hold on to something stable for support. All right, perfect. Now we're going to switch sides, do the same with our left. So holding on to that chair, picking up our left leg, stepping over something, stepping down, up and back over. We'll do a few on this leg as well. All right, just two more. Last one. All right, move that chair out the way. We're going to move down to our knees. We're just going to do some small kicks. So not picking your feet too far off the ground, just a nice gentle slow kick, bending and straightening the legs, just waking up those knee joints. Holding onto the chair if you need. All right, a few more. All righty, moving down to our ankles, you will need to hold onto the chair again. We're going to start with our right foot, so picking up our right foot, and we're just going to go in a clockwise direction, nice big circle. Try to keep the rest of your legs still if possible, just focusing on that ankle joint. All right, changing directions, anti-clockwise now. All right, perfect, pop that foot down, move to the left. Again, starting clockwise direction, nice big circle, keeping the rest of the leg as still as possible. All right, and anti-clockwise. All right, popping that foot down. We'll go back to our right foot. We're going to start with our toes pointing up towards the ceiling and then flexing them so they're pointing down towards the ground. So just a wee ankle pump. You don't need to hold your leg as high as me. I'm just doing it to get it in the screen. But just line up off the ground so that you can pump your ankle up and down. Just do a few more on the right. Perfect, alrighty, same on the left, starting with our toes pointing towards the ceiling and then down towards the ground. Nice big ankle pumps. Just a few more. Alrighty, perfect. Giving our arms a bit of a shake, shaking out our legs as well. Alright, I hope you're feeling nice and warm. Move that chair out the way. We won't need it for the first part. So we're going to do our cardio component. So our 7 exercises, each for a minute. Grab a drink of water before we start if you need. So the first exercise I'll show you takes a little bit of coordination. It's a bit of a high knee and we're going to tap our opposite arm to it. So lifting up one knee and we're just tapping our arm. So just lift up your knee as high as you can and then tapping that opposite arm on your thigh or on your knee. So we're going to do that for a minute. We'll start in 5 seconds, so make sure you've got a little bit of room. All right, we'll start in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. So just a high knee with an arm tap. So it takes a little bit of coordination. You've got a wee twist in the torso as you're getting the opposite arm and knee to meet. All right. If you need, if this is a bit too much, just march on the spot for this exercise. That's completely fine. Remember just to get your body moving in any way you can today. All right, we're halfway. "15 seconds, almost there for the first exercise. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, next exercise is our lateral shuffle. So just a small step, shuffling. And if you want to bring your arms into it, we're just pushing back and forth just to bring that upper body into it. So just shuffling to the side. And if you want, just pushing your arms out. We're halfway for this exercise. Remember, you can just step to the side if you want. Just work with however much room you have in the area you're in at the moment. Or maybe you'll pick up the pace. All right, we've got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Next exercise, one of my favorites, our hamstring curl. So it's our flicking our feet back towards our bottom just as high as we can. And we're going to bring our arms into it. We're just going to pull our arms down as if we're doing a shoulder press, pulling it down. Get into a wee rhythm. Of course, if you need, take the arms out of it, focus on the lower body. Slight bend in the knees as we're doing this exercise. And if we want, arms into it. All right, we've got 15 seconds left of this one. Five seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, next exercise, slight bend in the knees. We're just going to punch straight out in front of us. Slight bend, back straight, looking straight ahead, and just punching straight out in front of you. Keeping those legs bent, punching as hard and as fast as you can, straight out in front of you. Halfway, we've got 30 seconds left. We're almost there. 15 seconds of this exercise. Maybe go a little bit faster, or you can go a little bit slower. You've got 5 seconds before we change over. 3, 2, 1. Next exercise is a squat and toe tap out the front. So squat and change legs. So just squat down as far as you're comfortable with. And then again, this one takes a little bit of coordination. Just a very slight forward tap with your toe. You can have your arms however you like. I like hot clasp mine together out in front. You might like having yours on your hips. Or if you need, you can hold onto each here. We're over halfway for this exercise. 15 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next exercise, our standing jack. So it's a toe tap to the side. Stick with this if you need, hands on your hips. Bring your arms into it. This one's good to get the heart rate up. The toe tap to the side and both arms raising up and working at the same time. We're over halfway. We've got one more exercise after this and then we'll take a break. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, last exercise, very similar. Tap back with our toes. And then we're taking our arms straight out in front of us. So just be a small toe back, tap back, and just arms out in front. Of course, with all the exercises, take out the arms if you need. Just focus on tapping back. We're halfway. 30 more seconds, and then we'll take a break. Good job, everyone. We're almost there. 15 more seconds. Make sure you haven't got anything behind you. All right, almost there. We've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, good job, everyone. We'll take a break, grab a drink if you need it. We're going to do all those exercises one more time, a minute each again. But we've got 45 seconds left of our break. If you need a longer break, please take one and just take as much time as you need and then join back in when you're ready. For those of you who are ready to start, we'll go back in 30 seconds. Our first exercise, just to remind you, is our high knee and opposite arm touch. Just taking up our knee as high as we feel comfortable with, opposite knee touching. It's a slight twist in the torso as we're doing so, using a bit of coordination and balance as well. We'll go back in 5 seconds if you're ready. 3, 2, 1, here we go. All right, so just lifting that knee as high as you can, opposite arm touching it, slight twist in the torso. I said this one takes a little bit of coordination and a little bit of balance as well. If you need, just marching on the spot is fine. You're still getting those knees nice and high, but just move your body any way you can. That's the most important thing. All right, 15 seconds of this one. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next one is our lateral shuffle or our lateral step. Again, if you want to bring your upper body into it, we're just pushing straight out in front of us with each step we take. Look on the side, just shuffling to the side and pushing your arms out. Of course, you can just step to the side, or you can pick up the speed a little bit. We're over halfway. Almost there. 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. All right, back to our hamstring curl. Flicking our feet behind us, up towards our bottom. Getting a wee bounce, wee rhythm going. And then if we want, bringing our arms into it, really pulling them down. Your arms pulling down as your leg goes up. We're over halfway. Fifteen seconds. Almost there. Next exercise, focusing on our arms with our punches. And 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, slight bend to the knees, looking straight ahead, punching straight out in front of you. Really focusing on the strength of that punch. You might be going slower, or you can go faster. Just do whatever you can. We are halfway, 30 seconds left. We've got 3 exercises after this one. 15 seconds. All right, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Next exercise is our squat and toe tap. Squat and just slight step forward and tap over toes. Of course, if you need just a squat, take out the tap. Just squatting down as well as you feel comfortable with. Bringing that tap into it if you want. Just adds a little bit more to the exercise. Halfway. Next two exercises are our last two, and they're really going to get the heart rate up. We've got 15 seconds left of this one. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. All right, going to our standing jacks. Toe tapping to the side. Hands on hips if you need. Otherwise, bringing those arms into it. Good job. Keep going if you can. We are halfway through this exercise, and we've only got one more left after this one. All right, 15 seconds. Almost there. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Last exercise is our tap back. Arms out in front. Again, take the arms out of it if you need. Just move your body. With that added touch, bring the arms into it. Almost there. We are halfway. 30 seconds left. Then we'll take a break. Fifteen seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good job, everyone. Let's grab a drink. We are done with our cardio component. Next, we'll go into our strength. So I've got 5 exercises, 2 for our upper body, 2 for our lower body, and 1 for our abdominals. So if we are going to use weights, this is where we bring them in. So everyone just continue having a rest, have some water. I'll show you the first exercise. It's an exercise that involves 2 different movements. So we're working our biceps and our shoulders. So we're going to do a bicep curl followed by a shoulder press. Starting with our hands down at our side, palms facing forwards, elbows nice and tight, close to our body. Bending our elbows to bring our hands to our shoulders. Then rotating our palms so they're now facing outward and pressing straight above us. Hands meeting in the middle. Back down. Rotating and back down. Alrighty, so we'll do 12 of those together. Here we go. Rotate, press up, back down, rotate, and back down to starting. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and 12. Perfect. You can hold on to your weights if you want, otherwise you can pop them down. We're going to do a squat, so we did this in the cardio component. This time we're going to focus a little bit more on a slow controlled movement. So feet about hip width apart, you're going to push your bottom back as if you're going to sit down on the chair and then straighten back up. So we do 12 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 4 more, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good job. Pick up those weights if you popped them down for that one. Move back to our upper body with a chest press. Starting with our elbows at shoulder height. Hands above. We're going to bring our elbows and hands to meet in the middle. And then separating them again. Back to starting. Trying to keep our arms at the same level throughout the exercise. So we'll do 12 together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Perfect. Pop the weights down if you want, otherwise you can continue holding them. We're going to go back to our lower body with some lunges. I'm going to show you from the side, so starting with your feet at about shoulder width apart, stepping back with your right leg. You're going to bend down and then straighten back up, and then bring your legs back together, alternating legs, left leg back, bending down, straightening back up, and legs together. So we're going to do 12, so it's 6 on each leg. Here we go. Right leg back, bending, 1, 2, 3, 4. So just lower yourself down as far as you feel comfortable with. You might want to hold onto a chair to help you. 7, 8, 9, 10. One more on each leg. 11, and 12. Alrighty, last one. Going to do our side bend for our abdominals, holding the weight in one hand. So weight in the right hand, which is down at your side, left hand behind your left ear, standing up nice and straight, and we're just going to bend to the right. So we do 12 on the right and 12 on the left. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and 12. Right, changing the weight to our left hand behind our right ear. We're going to bend to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, last one, and 12. Good job, everyone. Those are our 5 exercises. We'll go through them all once more, 12 repetitions of each again. Grab a drink if you need. While I remind you what the first exercise is, our bicep curl and shoulder press. So starting with our arms down our side, elbows to our body, palms facing forwards, bending our elbows, palms at shoulders, rotating outwards, pushing our arms up above our head, hands meet in the middle, lowering them back down, rotating our wrists again, and extending our arms. All right, so we'll do 12 together. Here we go. This is 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 12. Perfect. Alrighty, back to our lower body with our squats. Putting the weights down if you want, otherwise holding on to them for a little bit of a harder exercise. Feet about hip width apart. We're going to push our bottom back as if we're going to sit here and then straightening back up. So we're going to do 12 together. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and last one, 12. Back up to our chest with our chest press, feet about shoulder width apart, elbows at shoulder height, arms above, bringing our elbows and hands to meet in the middle, and then slowly separating them back to starting position. So here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 2 more, 11, and 12. Good job. Popping the weights down again if you want for this lower body exercise, otherwise holding one in each hand. Stand with your feet about hip width apart. We're going to start with our right foot, so stepping your right foot back, lowering your body, standing back up, foot back to meet in the middle, and then on our left, so we'll do 6 on each, starting on our right. Here we go. 1, 2, remember to hold onto a chair or something stable if you want. 4, and just lower yourself down as far as you feel comfortable with. 7, 8, 9, 10, 1 more on each leg, 11, last one, 12. Perfect. Pop your one weight down, holding a weight in the left hand, in the right hand, left hand behind your left ear, standing up nice and straight with 12. Bend to the right. Do that 12 times and then switch sides. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Weight to the left hand, right hand behind your right ear, 12 to the left. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Good job, everyone. Those are all our strength exercises done. We will go through some stretches just to finish. We'll start with our lower body. We'll put one foot in front of the other, so right foot forward, left foot back, making sure both feet are flat on the floor. Holding on to something for balance if you need. Bending that front leg, keeping that back leg nice and straight. Feeling the stretch down the back of your back leg. If you can't quite feel it, make your feet further apart, but also make sure that both your feet are flat on the floor. So I'll hold this leg a little bit longer and then we'll change. Alrighty. Bringing those legs together, left leg forward, right leg back, both flat on the floor. Bending the front leg, keeping the back leg nice and straight. Feeling that stretch down the back of your back leg. Alrighty. We'll do a hamstring stretch. So start with your feet together again. We're going to take our right leg slightly forward, placing our heel on the floor, toes raised. Both hands go on your right thigh and tilt forward at your hips. Feeling that stretch down the back of your leg again. Alright, holding it for a little bit longer. Alright, changing legs. Left leg slightly forward, heel on the floor, toes raised. Putting both your hands on your left thigh, tilting forward at your hips. Feeling that stretch down the back of your leg. Alrighty, we're going to a quadricep stretch, so the front of our thigh, holding onto a chair for stability. We're going to pop our right leg back, so just back like this, so you can just hold it like this. Otherwise, if you can, grab onto your trouser leg, your ankle, or your foot, trying to keep your knees close together, feeling the stretch down the front of your thigh. Alrighty, placing that leg down, same with the left, holding it in any way that you can, keeping your knees close together, feeling the stretch down the front of your thigh. Alright, and placing the foot down, we'll do a chest stretch. So hands down at your side, pulling them slightly behind you, pushing your chest forward, feeling a stretch across your chest there. Alright, and release. We'll do a shoulder stretch. Right arm across your body, left arm coming underneath it, pulling it closer to your chest, feeling a stretch in your right shoulder there. Alrighty, releasing, left arm across your chest, right arm comes underneath it, pulls it closer, feeling that stretch in your left shoulder. Alrighty, clasping our hands together, placing them straight out in front. We're going to put our head between our arms. You're going to really stretch out your arms as far as you can, feeling that stretch across your upper back and shoulders. Alrighty, now we'll do a side stretch. Right arm straight above our head, left arm just hanging to the side. We're going to bend over to the left, feeling the stretch down the side of our body there. All right, changing sides. Left arm up, right hand just hanging, bending to the right. Alrighty, give our hands a shake, give our legs a shake. We'll do a couple of deep breaths in. So nice deep breath in, out. Deep breath in, and out. Deep breath in, and out. And last one, deep breath in, and out. Thanks everyone for joining me this morning. I hope you enjoyed that class. Have a wonderful rest of the day. I'll be back on Tuesday for a chair-based exercise class. Otherwise, same time next week for the moderate intensity class. All the contact details for Move More Service are below. And as always, comments and feedback welcome in the comment section. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will see you sometime next week. Thank you.